Hello. Is this thing on? Hi everybody. I hope you all are doing well today. I'll be on the real with you. I've been thinking about a lot of things before I got on here, and it's definitely been clouding a lot of my thoughts. It's definitely been taking up a lot of my energy, that's for sure. Because I feel like it's energy I need to spend on some things, like reflecting upon myself, but more in a I guess, an oppressed way. Like, this isn't really something I could say like that I thought about for a very long period of time, but now I'm like starting to realize it, and like it encroaches me kind of everywhere I go almost. Maybe it's because it's the kind of person that I am, but it's been weighing on my mind, and really I've been like thinking about it more and more. It's hard. I don't really know how to explain it. I mean, I know how to explain it, but I don't want to sound like a jerk in the process. I think I just need to get it off my chest. But I'll probably try to do that a little bit later. Maybe if I explain it and get it off my chest, and you guys probably just listen, then I mean I should be okay, right? I'll still engage with chat, don't get me wrong. But I'm probably gonna. I think this is one of my missions I should be doing in this live stream. I kind of just want to like get this off my chest, and I like doing it on live streams because I like looking back at my stuff and seeing the growth that I make personally, and also to give you all something to listen to because. You know I yap really long a lot sometimes, but I try to make that up by being a rather transparent person in the things that I talk about. So regardless though, I hope we can have a good live stream at the very least. I hope you all are doing well today. I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Let me get reading the chat real quick. Hello, Bish Draco. I appreciate you being here. And hello, Graph. I appreciate you being here too. Hello, Ferris. I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry. I don't really have enough energy right now to reciprocate that. You say it a lot, and that's fine. I'm glad you enjoyed the joke still, but I'm kind of done reciprocating it in my opinion, or at least I'm just not at least not today. I'm kind of tired. I apologize. How am I? I'm like I mentioned earlier. I'm okay. I'm not like in a terrible or bad state or anything. But I legitimately just spent a lot of my brain power like the last hour just thinking about things and, you know, reflecting upon myself. I feel like I've been put in a lot more things outside my comfort zone, if you will, but these are things I have to explore and evaluate with myself because these are things I want to genuinely go out of my comfort zone for. And if I can't like take the time to understand it, take the time to process it, maybe find ways I can change in the matter, then I'm not doing my part in just trying to like accept life, you know what I mean? It's not, it can't always be me, you know what I mean? It's got to be other people too. I have to find ways, like sometimes I have to look at myself and reflect openly and honestly when I need to change some things or if I need to do something different. And I was about to say like this energy's been like this whole week, but I can't say that to be true. I think it really exhibited more today because today, between yesterday and today, it's just been, I would say like, just a lot to think about. You know, I'll get to it in a moment, but either way, Graf, I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you being here. I was late by a few seconds. Oh no, call the YouTube police and tell them to write me up, officer. Take me away, why don't you? Regardless, I appreciate you being here. Hi, Pokeboy, and hi, Miguel. I appreciate you both being here too. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I've been sick recently. Sorry I couldn't join, but I'm back. Welcome back, Lunar Moon. I'm really sorry to hear that you've been sick. I hope everything's going better for you, but I appreciate you being here. Roller! Hi, Liquid Chap. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you for stopping by. Wanted to check in and say hi. Hope you have a good stream. Hi, Forgotten Soul. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a fantastic day or night, or if you're going to sleep or whatever you may be doing. Whatever the case, I wish the best for you. Have a great day. So, Roller, I changed my nickname to Mackenzie. That's very nice of you, Miguel. I might incidentally still call you Miguel. If anything, I'll try to remember as Mackenzie, but if you could change your YouTube name too, that'd be really cool. Of course, I can't force you to do anything, but I may inadvertently call you Miguel sometimes. You may have to correct me a couple times before I actually might just get it off the top of my head. Yo, Ali, I'm gonna say this all in one go. Yo, Ali, Yo, Ali, Aura. Oh my goodness, I'm so... Aurora Leon Garcia. Yeah. Yo, Ali, Aurora, Leon Garcia. Yeah! I got it. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Really no energy. What about the oh my gosh, Seraphim. You're another one with your combine jokes. Regardless, though, I still appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Howdy, Roller. Been a moment since I've seen it been in a stream. I hope the day's been treating you well. Hi, Koi. I appreciate you being here, too. I will say it's been treating me well. Like, the day's been fine. Like, my energy hasn't been bad. Don't get me wrong. I've handled my day just fine. Granted, when I got home and I really started slowly but surely overthinking more in my head, then yeah, my energy started, like, faltering. I still managed, at the very least, to finish editing a video. But I'm not gonna lie, like, by the time all of this stuff started compounding into my head, it got harder and harder for me to actually want to fully edit the video. It's not even that long of a video too. It's just a nice simple like gesture I just wanted to try to make for any random scroller that passes by. That's gonna come out tomorrow, but like that was a project that should have taken like 2 hours tops. But granted, I understand something happened with my partner yesterday and I needed to be there for them, so I have to do what I have to do. But even after that, like, it's not necessarily just that in particular. There's other things too, other interactions I've had within the past 2 days where I'm just like I sometimes just feel like I'm a person where like people just rely on me to feel seen and heard. And honestly, like, that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, people coming to you to feel seen and heard is honestly one of the biggest honors anybody can really have, because that means you're helping somebody. They trust that you can help them. They trust that they feel safe and comfortable around you. And you know, I genuinely appreciate that honor. I'm very happy that I can make people feel happy. But I guess sometimes it comes to a point where, you know, sometimes when I start saying my piece, I guess, you know, people get excited, people feel comfortable, and people feel safe around me. So they ultimately decide to talk over me and interrupting me, if you will. I have a very ADHD oriented brain. If I'm explaining an idea or a thought and then someone chimes in over it, I am most likely going to deposit whatever previous thought I had, because that person's thought is now going to take over, and then I just ride with that. That's usually, I'm okay doing that. It's like not, I genuinely like doing that because, like, you know, I like riding the conversation wave and seeing how it goes and all that kind of stuff. But there are some points in time where, like, maybe perhaps people close to me, sometimes I just don't feel seen or heard. And I don't know why it's mattered so much lately. I really don't know. I guess in some consolation, you guys make me feel seen and heard, and I appreciate that a lot. But even still, I don't know. The worst part is that I hate that it bothers me. It bothers me so much, and I'm trying to like really dig deep and figure out where it's all coming from. I even had to walk outside for a bit before I started my live stream because I'm just trying to figure it out. And you know, I could go see a therapist and all that kind of stuff, but I feel like I'm pretty good at asking my own questions to really deeply unravel into that deep thing that causes my biggest insecurity. What would my biggest insecurity be? Jealousy. 100%. Or at least the fundamental root of jealousy. Like, it's in just about everything that I do, and I hate it. I hate to feel like I have to compare myself to somebody else. And you know, I've done a very good job. Like a very, very good job at containing myself. But now that I started taking on more people around me in my life, more people I want to care for, I think it's just become a little harder for me to, you know, contain that sense of like preservation of myself. I think because of a lot of it, the matter of jealousy, I can usually control the numbers and variables to like compete, if you will. I don't like looking at it that way, but at the very least, it makes me feel like, oh, I can't be jealous about this because any moment where I've lost something is because I didn't put the effort in myself. But sometimes there's just other moments where it just feels like matters of attention and time, and I think to myself, no, that's silly. That's not the case. It can't be. And then that's when I start realizing to myself, I'm just overthinking, and it's all in my head. So this has been today. This has legitimately been today, at least for the past couple hours. It's just been overthinking, thought rut, trying to figure out this, trying to figure out why, trying to figure out the how. And I know I'm a little more, of course, I'm always rambly, as you all know, but this time I'm just trying to put the thoughts out there. Maybe you guys can just chime in and listen, or maybe you want to share some thoughts about yourself. Like, I'm pretty open about just being open and vulnerable to you guys. It's not really anything I try to keep a secret to you guys. So, but whatever the case, I'm gonna continue reading chat because I need to read chat. I appreciate you being back, Lunar Moon. That does mean a lot to me. Thank you for stopping by, and I'm glad that you're feeling a lot better. I'm just gonna call you Allie if you're still here. I appreciate you being here. Roller, I just wanted to let you know I'm here for you. If you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here. I hope you do know I care about you. And this is like, you know, Luna Moon, I really do appreciate that. My biggest problem is this. And maybe it's not the worst thing, but I don't feel like I want to try to like give my dirty laundry to somebody else. And I guarantee you a lot of the dirty laundry is because I made it myself. So I'm pretty well versed in like telling myself, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. But in all sincerity, I'm very, very, very well aware in the things that I do and how I function. And plus, if there's some things I genuinely don't know why, or just am curious at why, I'm more than happy to ask myself the why. Like, I try to correlate a lot of different things. I was having a really deep conversation with myself, just talking to myself and trying to figure out these matters. And this is like what I've come to so far. I'd rather not say what the surface level issue is. Like, there's a surface level issue, but then you start stretching deeper and deeper and deeper. The jealousy part is like mid-conscious, and I think the deeper part is me just realizing the matter of interruption is starting to get to me. But the surface level stuff I won't say, because this is potentially technically kind of what triggered everything else. And the surface level stuff technically calls out people, and I don't want that to happen. And at the same time too, it's not even their fault in the first place. Like, this is the hardest part about it. I feel like I'm not getting what I need, but at the same time too, it's like, it's not their fault. Like, I'm put in such a really stupid catch-22 that I made for myself, and that's not fair. Like, why do I have to do this to myself? It's because of the person that I am. Like, I am this kind of person where I just want to account for all sides, and then ultimately my final answer for a lot of things is just shut up and accept it. And that's not good. I shouldn't. What's my elbow doing? What's my elbow doing? I shouldn't have to accept that. And that's what I'm trying to basically convey over here, right now, to you all, that you shouldn't have to accept, like, what was I even going about with this? And this is part of the problem too, when like I start overthinking and getting in my head, and the stress starts to build again, and all of a sudden now I'm just losing thoughts. I'm losing thoughts all over the place. Also, my my arms keep hitting. Ah! Anyways, I'll just continue reading chat. Oh, I appreciate you being here, Ali, still. Well, I hope you feel better soon. At least reassuring that you are so aware of your own emotions that you're able to handle everything. I'm just trying my best to, like, sort it all out. It's a lot. It really, really is. Like, I never thought I'd be in this situation, but, like, now there's a lot more variance in what I do. Well, there's a lot more variance in terms of like my care factors and my, you know, my time being spent and all this kind of stuff. It really just starts adding extra variables I need to be aware of, which I am for the most part, but I just need some opportunity to talk about it, some way to let it out. And I just let it out in the most generalized sense that I could. I'm not gonna say any names. That's not important. The important part is, like, I feel a certain way. It's not just one person causing it, and overall, I guess me letting it off my chest is legitimately the best solution I'll achieve to it. Because honestly, like, unless it's something super important, like let's say for work, like a policy matter, or let's say for the home, like something I really need to convey, it's, who cares? Small talk's just small talk. Let them enjoy their fun. You know, they interrupt, they don't understand, they don't realize, then they go on crazy long tangents, and then they kind of just lose the whole thought altogether. And you know what? I'll just do the same too. It's not that big of a deal. Because I, at the very least, have an outlet. This is technically my outlet. And you know, if I really wanted to, I could have just put this into video diary format. But I also want to try to actually like live stream at the same time too, to like, you know, I'm conveying my feelings in real time. None of this is like me hold on. All this stuff right here is like me actually like thinking about it on the spot. And this is kind of why I like live streaming, because live streaming allows me to do this stuff really like on the spot. I like being able to talk about this stuff and just, it really just comes out of my mind like right here, right now. Except the fact that I kind of sort of overthought some of the things, but I'm trying to explain it to really clarify to myself. Sometimes it's just easier for me to hear it. And if anything, I'm going to refer back to this live stream to see if I can continue to like, maybe figure out where my mind is, maybe, and also maybe inevitably find the courage to ask what I actually want. Because by the end of the day, I feel like I kind of need it. I know I'm not. One of my biggest weaknesses for sure is I need validation from time to time, and I don't like half-ass validation. I like genuine, like you know you care kind of validation, and that's sometimes a lot tougher to do. It's always just be like, we love you, roller, you're great, roller. I understand that, and I genuinely do like that. That's something you can do, and that's something I can appreciate. Now I feel like I sound like an asshole, because like regular like validation as a whole is still good, but I guess like. There's a, like for me in particular, there's a particular way to do like a validation for me that shows like you're seeing me. Like maybe adding a particular thing that I like a lot, or maybe saying something, or like leaning into how I joke, or how my mannerisms or demeanor or my mannerisms or anything like that is. The specific validations feel really good, and I think that can go for just about anybody. Anybody that feels like they're having a little special customized sense of validation based off what they do, maybe how they act, how they dress, all that kind of stuff, always feels so good. A lot of people struggle with it, admittingly, because it involves knowing the person you're doing it to. And I'm talking about knowing them really well sometimes, because sometimes you may think you're doing a joke, but you just don't land it because that, or maybe you're doing like a validation thing, but you just don't land it because that validation, like specific validation policy, that specific validation merit that you're doing for them doesn't fit them at all. And then it becomes kind of awkward. So it's a true skill. It takes some special know-how to make sure to be able to utilize that in a way where you can make people feel like they're seen and heard whilst also appreciating them. So it's tough, you know what I mean? It's a process. It's fun. It's nice because then at that point, people who feel validated feel seen and heard because you're legitimately pointing out things that they know they do, or you know the things that they know they like. And at that point, you're just like, okay, I made you feel appreciated. I went on a crazy tangent. Anyways. Also, as a heads up, Mayo's birthday's tomorrow. Let's go in case you win. Okay, that's good to know. I haven't been in the server in a while, and I deeply apologize. Like the past week has really just been busy for me. I don't really know how else to explain it. I've just been like focused on a lot of things, but also really tired at the same time too. This week has kind of almost felt like a burnout week. I've done a lot less than I typically do, but that's fine. Like I'm trying to like slow down a bit and just chill, because by the end of the day, I feel like, and this is especially for YouTube, so I will say this much. I love YouTube. I think YouTube is such a fun and fantastic place to spread your creativity, to be able to develop yourself, grow yourself. I've learned so much through YouTube in terms of like video editing, production, content creation as a whole. I've learned so much, and I feel so proud of myself in just like the cinematography space, or the editing space, or the content creation. I like watching my videos. I feel like I make pretty good videos. Some of them take longer effort than others, and that's totally fine. That just means to me their watch value is longer and longer. I love YouTube because it just gives me this opportunity to have a creative outlet and to be able to just do something with myself, be able to establish something, be able to make something. Frankly speaking, if I really had the choice, I would just be live streaming a lot more and content creation a lot more too. It is a lot of fun. It's fun being a VTuber, but you know, real life gets in the way. I unfortunately don't have the luxury to be like, oh, I can live stream whenever I want to. I have to pace myself in certain timings, see what my energy levels look like. And I will say this much, a lot more time was taken away. I hate saying it like that too. A lot more time was taken away from, wait. How do I? It's like this? No. Okay, like that. Taken away from me. It still didn't work. Taken away from me, but it's not really taken away. I would not relocate. I would not reevaluate my time unless it's someone that's really close by to me. So like, for people who actually need it, that's fine. Like with my partner, then yes, that's fine. With my brother, even though technically I asked them first, it's not necessarily like they needed it, but it kind of turned into them needing it, sort of. But that's fine too. Like, it's just the matters. I don't mind giving up my time for other people, and frankly speaking, I don't mind it either in terms of YouTube, because I'm sort of slowing down on YouTube. I'm still consistently trying to do 2 live streams, and I'm still trying to post at least 2 contents a week, because I want to post good content. Like, I can make random whatever, you know, like one shot, one take Tony videos all I want all day, every day, and they're fine, honestly. I don't have to put too much editing work into everything that I make, but I want to genuinely make you guys stuff that has replay value. Like things you want to watch again and again and again, because you're like, wow, that's a lot, that looks really cool, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm trying to work towards. That's why my videos have been a lot slower. I can still work up the volume to like have another like one take Tony kind of video, so at the very least I still have something going out there. But ultimately, I just want to make sure I make good content. Like, making fast content at this point is not my main prerogative. I want to make good content. And I hope you all enjoy, like, genuinely, wholeheartedly. I make this content for you. I'm always evaluating how I can grow my skills and maybe make, like, new and kooky, fun and creative ways to see the idea that I have in my head turn into a video. And it's always, I will say this, it's always so satisfying when I have like a really crazy, like flashy idea that I usually get from a song. I usually get it from my music, if you will, that I get from a song, and then I like think about it, start slowly but surely working my way up. Like, for example, the other video, the when I'm feeling cute again video, like that literally went from like thought to like laying in bed exhausted to getting up to finding a world to start mimicking the dance motions or the choreography, and then starting to actually like refine the choreography, and then actually like finding the shots, the set piece. It's fun. It's actually enjoyable. It's like you're making a little mini movie. It's very, very enjoyable, and I truly love making this stuff, especially once it finishes. I love watching it. I'm like, I remember when I spent time on that. It becomes your pride and joy after a while. So I genuinely, wholeheartedly do love making YouTube. But sometimes I just need to slow down and put priority into other things as well. And it's nothing against anybody. I just want to make sure that I can not isolate myself from the internet, because I will also still do my events too. But I guess in my particular merit, what is this? Why am I like tilted to the side? What is going on? My trackers are being a little crazy. Give me a second, everybody. I think I'll just close that statement, and I'll go on to the next one, because I'm falling behind on chat again. Sort of. What the heck? What is this? Hold on. My elbow was going crazy. It's going crazy. I'm back. I apologize, everybody. Sorry, I'll just continue reading chat. I know I've been kind of going on crazy, stupid, dumb tangents. Oral Army back. I love you and your vids. Bye, Luca Chap. I hope you take care. Have a good day. You can call me Taylin if you want. You don't have to know. I think I'll call you Lunar Moon just in case, because it will be really hard for me to remember everybody's whatchamacallit, to remember everybody's what is it called? Everybody's name. Sorry, I know. I'm just kind of blanking out. Like, I'm like recovering from all the words I'm saying. Like, it feels good. I'm glad I got it out. Like, a lot of it. I genuinely feel a lot better. And now, honestly, to the point where I kind of want to actually go play a game soon, and I'll bring you all along with me, and then we'll just probably end on there, because I just really wanted to get this stuff out and get it off my chest, if you will. I'm a very resilient and strong person. I can handle a lot of what's coming my way. I can eventually just like really like get into my brain and just be like, none of it's important. You're stressing yourself out, all because you get right into your head and you just keep thinking the worst. You just keep thinking this particular scenario, and you keep telling yourself that's the exact scenario that's happening right now. or the times where you think that you're being interrupted, but in reality, you're just offering opportunity for discussion. These people feel comfortable around you. They feel safe around you. And yet, for some strange reason, you still feel like you're being burdened and you're being bothered. You should just be thankful that you're still able to help people out and make them feel like they belong in this world. Even if you give them a small sense of comfort, you still did something. You still made someone happy. And frankly, I don't know why I'm complaining about this. There's no need to complain about this stuff. I'm just happy with the fact that I'm able to make people smile. That's all I have to worry about, right? So I'm okay. I'm a lot better now. I'm pretty lone wolfish, if you will. I can handle a lot of my own emotions and feelings. I just have to talk about it, maybe vent to someone. What better people than my live stream? Regardless, though, let me just continue reading on chat, and I'll go from there. You have iron without the iron within. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Crazy. I'm trying to still chat, let you know I'm still here. I'm walking my dog. It's not going well. I'm just letting you know I'm still listening. I appreciate that, Litter Moon. I'm gonna probably move to a game world soon. I kind of want to like do like I might not stream for much longer, but I'll probably do like the last like half hour in like a game world where I'll just like, there's this game world called Terrors of Nowhere where you get chased by something. So I want to play that with you guys, and I want you guys to kind of see it. It's gonna be pretty cool. I can't wait to actually play it. Where's the long? Speaking of validation, where's the long form videos? You know, Seraphim, you know, honestly, I have been thinking about wanting to make long form videos because like I think my first like more official long form video will probably be more related to like something informational. I can't see myself like doing like a skit or something in long form because I reserve all of that for like YouTube shorts and all that kind of stuff. The stuff I do in YouTube shorts is a lot more faster paced, but I feel like I could do something, if I do a long form video, I could do something a lot slower paced. And I think if anything, my first video I want to try to like, I guess be a guide or be a help in a way to you all. Like I don't really know if I want to do like something related to mental health. I have been thinking about it. I genuinely have. And how I want to edit it and all this kind of stuff. Because I like it seems cool, you know? It seems exciting. I want to actually make something that actually has the rest of the dimensions that you guys can see. Actually, I almost thought for a moment that I was gonna do dual stream. I should have just done dual stream, honestly. So you guys can have long form and short form. I may start doing that from now on, honestly, because it feels like having the best of both worlds is really nice. Like you guys don't necessarily see the rest of this world, but like imagine if like you had like all of this. Wouldn't that be nice? Like I've done it before, I just didn't know exactly how much I liked it. But considering the camera can still be like, I can't adjust it now because you can't adjust for dual stream after the live stream has started. But being able to alternate between the two for like better viewing pleasure just sounds like a no-brainer to me, honestly. I already streamed a short form. All long form is basically if I just took this and I took it sideways, which, you know, if you guys want to see if you want to see what long form would look like, just tilt your head to the side or put your phone to the side, and this is what it would look like. All I have to literally do is just this. That's it. That's all I gotta do. And then afterwards, like I could just talk and yap, and then the middle screen still has the people in the short form video still having a good view. I could probably even do, what's this? I think the grid can also like help me because then I think that's still a short form video like format. So that's like, I mean, there's ways around it. I definitely could do it. Alright, I just want to make sure I turn that the right way. But there's definitely ways where I can like make my content a little more engaging towards long form. But I don't really, my problem, and I'll be candidly honest with you, Seraphim. My problem with long form videos is that I feel like they won't get a lot of views. But I think that's also because I just don't put enough effort into my long form videos. Like if I make a really nice thumbnail, use a really good title, use some really good content, like it doesn't have to be fast paced or crazy edited content. I already have the idea. It's just like, it'd be like a teaching class almost kind of thing, sort of. If I just make it about 5 or 6 minutes long, a nice pleasurable length, then overall I could probably make a decent enough video that people can watch. So there is a chance. I just have to try. If I don't try, how would I know? You know what I mean? So you do have a point right there, Seraphim. I should start focusing on more longer form videos. I think I'll probably try to make... Actually, I am going to make one at some point soon. Because I have a music video coming out that is replicating another music video, but it's going to have a long form version and a short form version, because I want to like do them both. Like the long form version seems like the de facto version, but I still want to do a short form version too, so I can't wait to edit that. That's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be pretty cool. Mr. Rolling, when is the next collab? I don't know, honestly. I don't really think I'm gonna collab anytime soon, because just there's no, I don't have anything against collabs, don't get me wrong. I like doing my own thing, man. I don't, oh my gosh, my left hand, come back over here. Come to me, my sweet child. Come back to me. Come back to me. You're back to me now. Okay. Sorry, but I don't really feel the need to collab, because like, I don't know. I just like doing my own stuff. I do my own stunts. What can I say? I do the live streaming. I do the event stuff. I do the the content creation, all that kind of stuff. Now, I will say this. In my community, I'm trying to slowly but surely work towards having people do the events for me. In other words, I want the Discord community to become more autonomous, because that would help free up a lot of time for me. My left hand? Not necessarily free up a lot of time for me. That's not really the concern. But it allows more opportunity for there to be more events for the people in the community to enjoy. Because right now, technically, we only do events once a week. And part of that is because I just don't have enough time. I have to slot so many different things in. And unfortunately, community cannot fit in one of them. It could at some point soon, actually. Because if my D&D ends, like, or if I like kind of like tap out, because I kind of want to tap out, then I can reclaim that time for anything I want. And that anything I want can be another event, you know what I mean? Or another live stream, or anything really. That's 3 hours back to me. There's a lot you can do in 3 hours. So if I can reclaim that back, then there is a possibility I can do more community-oriented stuff. But and that's why right now with collab, I'm not super focused on a collab. I just want to make sure I can refine my community the best I can and start adding people that I actually want to like, that want to help me. Because I will be honest here, I was very reserved to the idea of wanting to bring other people on board for a while, because I'm just fearful something can happen. Like if I give so much trustworthiness to someone that, let's say, you know, I'm not saying they can't delete the server, like I would have to give that right, but like basically ban a bunch of people overnight when I'm sleeping or whatever, and they can't be checked because there's nobody else to check them except me, let's say. Like, I know it's overthinking stuff, but I had to think about this stuff, and that's what really causes my trust to like falter back. But at the same time too, I feel like I'm putting that label on just about anybody that may slightly like do me wrong, or maybe like potentially pass by as wrong to me. So then at that point I just start gatekeeping myself. But I can't fully do that. If I do that, then I'm never going to grow and develop my community. And that's just not fair for anybody. So I need to be honest with myself and start letting other people take the wheel and be able to handle certain situations. The new staff that I'm going to hire, they seem very capable. They seem very trustworthy, and I hope I can trust them with my life in terms of this community. And so by extension, I can continue to make content and maybe do another collab here and there. And, you know, I'm not going to not join these events. If I have time, I will at least pop in and be like, hey guys, what's up? How you doing? All right, I got to go. Goodbye. But at the very least, I still want to make an appearance the best I can. Unfortunately, I couldn't appear to every single one of them because some of the times would just be straight up inconvenient for me. Like if I'm working or I'm with like, you know, my brother or my partner or all that kind of stuff. But I will try my best to make sure I can show up to them. We're not there yet. My biggest inhibitor in getting there is because it's once I initiate that next phase, as I call it, I need to make sure I add more time to actually reflect and, you know, discuss with my staff certain matters. so that way like we can keep that proper communication, because proper communication amongst a staff team is one of the most important things you have to have. I know it to be true from many different moderation communities that good communication goes a long way. So I as a leader have to make sure I can do that. And then inevitably when I start making like, I want to kind of make hierarchies, if you will, but that's future thinking, like way down the road kind of stuff. Like I would have to be like 10k like Discord members or whatever to really get to a point such as that. But we're not there yet. Whatever the case, like I like future thinking stuff anyways. Whatever the case, the Discord server, the YouTube channel, all of it is what I'm focused on right now. I don't need another person to help me grow. I can grow on my own, I promise you. Like I feel like I'm entertaining enough where I can make content that will make people happy or smile and all this kind of stuff. So I know I went on a really long tangent to answer your question, Seraphim, but I mean, you and I both know at this point this is just what my content is. A, B, C, D, and I already felt like 4 times. Probably my phone isn't broken. You fell 4 times? I'm really sorry to hear that, Lunar Moon. You gotta make sure you stay safe, okay? Don't fall, that's very important. I'm currently being tracked on. Lunar Moon, you gotta be take ownership back of your dog. I'm so sorry for you. I hope your dog got under control at some point. I do actually have a question, says Koi. Hello, Koi. If you ever choose to quit content creation, what would your thought process be for the community in this Discord server? You know, Koi, it's very funny that you mentioned that. You guys are one of my primary reasons why I cannot quit content. And I don't mean that like in a way where it's like, oh, I've actually been thinking about it and I want to do it. No. There are times where I'm just like, what if I just stop? But I feel like if I do, then I'm leaving you guys behind. And granted, if let's say if I manage to, get the community autonomous, then maybe I wouldn't feel so bad. But I'm telling you right now, my reason for autonomy in the server is not because I'm trying to quit content creation. I genuinely love content creation. Would there ever be a point where I may have to pause or stop? Potentially. Like, remember, I'm an adult. And anything that might happen, like with my car, or my job, or my partner, or my brother, or goodness forbid, my parents, or anybody else in between, anything that really robs a lot of my time, then I'll scale back. I'll still try to make videos, but there's no guarantee that like I will be consistent in even that if the time is called that I have to like do adult stuff and do adult things. Like, sometimes I may have to be out of, like, what if one day I need a surgery and I have to be out of commission for like a couple weeks? I'll still figure something out, but there are a lot of things out there that wouldn't make me quit. It would just make me pause. And I really hope if I do have to pause, like, you guys can still stick around. I wouldn't try to be gone for too long. The next time I may be gone for a while is about 2 weeks from May to June. And then, yeah, from like about like, sometime in May and June. You just trust me, you won't see me. So like, if anything, we'll probably go from there. I will probably still make sure I make content that gets like I would say drip fed to you all to ensure that you still have stuff you can watch. But I definitely won't be live streaming, that's for sure. But in terms of the community, I'm very, 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 very appreciative that I have a community that is very, very, like, honestly, you guys are fantastic towards each other, and I'm very, very grateful that you all can get along and just have a good time. Hold on. No, okay, I thought I heard something out. That you all can just have a good time. That's very important to me. So, I feel like if I, for some reason, had to, like, let the community go some way, somehow, you guys will be okay. You guys will be able to handle yourselves and be able to build something greater and better. Like, not technically that I'm not spearheading anymore. You can make more things for the Discord server. You can do more things. You can add more interactivity. I know I don't add a lot right now. I'm hoping with the help of staff I can add more with your help. But I'm not too concerned about it. I wish you all the best. I really, really do. But I think you guys will be okay. So if I ever had to quit content creation, then I'll allow you guys to even rebrand and everything. If you just want to make it your own Discord server, that's fine. Tear the server down, build it up, make your own staff team, And all I can really ask is, if you make a community, just please make sure you make it be inclusive, safe, fun, and make it you. That's all I can ask for. And I'm saying all this as if like it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, but I like the hypotheticals, you know what I mean? Boots, boots, boots. Moving up and down again. Ah, yay. Horror game at 3 a.m. Hello again, Graph. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up soon. I'm gonna take a small break and then we'll try the game. I'll be right back. I'm gonna make sure I'm still catching up in the moment. Alright, okay. I'm caught up. Hello, Tenbei. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. And hello, Nolan. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry, I was on a little bit of a tangent, but I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad I'm back and I see you guys. Hi, Benjamin. I appreciate you being here. Welcome to my stream. I'm gonna actually be live streaming a horror game soon, so I hope you guys are ready to see that. It won't be too long. I mean, it won't be too scary. It's actually a funny meme world. I'll be honest with you all. You're very welcome, Koi. I hope my words, like genuinely, wholeheartedly, I am not worried about anybody. Because I feel like it's not necessarily me. If I started something, great. But I feel like you all can really handle yourselves. You guys are a fantastic community. You guys make things run sometimes even without me. So, if I just get slotted out for whatever reason, it honestly could attribute to growth of the server entirely. So I'm just someone that it's really difficult to be able to hold on to things that I'm cultivating and growing, because I'm always someone who just tries to move on. I'm just a drifter, as I typically say. And while content creation is something I genuinely enjoy, I'm gonna keep doing it for as long as I can. This is the one thing I do want to do. But even in my content creation, you'll see many different ways how I edit videos, or maybe how I format things, or maybe how I just like interact with the platform in general. Because I'm never usually someone who likes to sit and be stale. I like doing new, I like doing unique, I like doing different. And like, I don't know how long I'll enjoy content creation for. Maybe I'll even ebb and flow at some point. I may even shift entirely out of VTuber status completely. But while I'm still here, it's already been a year and 2 months, I'm still here, I'm still going strong, and I hope I can continue to serve you all the best I can. I really hope this could be something great for the years to come. I really do. I genuinely want to make a legacy where people can feel they can be safe, included, have fun, vibe. We'd be respectful, we'd be responsible to each other, but as long as we understand that too, we just have a good community. It is not rocket science, people. It's just being human. And if anything, we just need more of that, now more than ever. With the rise of AI, with algorithms putting us into doom-scrolling hell, we need more human content. We need to be more there for each other. We need to make each other smile, and we need to remind each other who we are. I remind myself a lot, because it's so easy to get lost in this world these days. And I'm encouraging you all to remember who you are too. This world is not going to remember it for you. If you don't remember it, if you don't remember who you are, then who are you really? What was that noise? Anyways, I'm pretty sure I caught up on chat. My knees are completely bruised. My finger is bleeding because my dog stepped on it while she was dragging me. Oh my goodness, that sounds terrible. I'm so sorry, Lunar Moon. If you need to go to urgent care, make sure you either get yourself there or ask your parents to bring you there. I'm really sorry. That's unfortunate. I hope you'll be okay. I have been feeling lost recently. I don't know what I mean by that. So Pokeboy, like, feeling, I would say, okay, let me I personally can't say I've ever really felt lost, at least not for an extended period of time, to say what feeling lost feels like. But if I were to take a guess, you could sometimes, feeling lost can sometimes feel like you're not in your own body. Feeling lost can sometimes mean that, like, you're there, you're present, but you're not. Your energy is off. You feel strange. Just the world doesn't seem right around you. Sometimes stress and these other factors can make it where it seems like we walk the same path every day, but some other days we walk them differently. And you literally walk the same path that you may do in your day-to-day, but some days your brain is happy and carefree and you feel like you could tackle the world at large. Some days you feel like you're walking and everything looks gray. That it just seems so dull, so lifeless. Like, what is even the purpose of walking the same path over and over and over and over again? What, just to do it again tomorrow? Next week? Next month? Next year? It becomes daunting. It becomes such a very depressing scenario because then you start thinking to yourself, why even bother? What is the point of all this? What am I leading myself towards? I think that's what feeling lost could feel like. It's probably one way to feel lost. There are many, many different ways of feeling lost. And I think I could say I felt lost earlier today when it came to a matter of overthinking, and I didn't have the sense of like overthinking in my own head, and I didn't really have the answers. I was just like sitting on a dirt mound, and I was just looking around, listening to music. I felt pretty lost myself. But the most important part, if you feel lost, just remember, Pokeboy, ask yourself why. It may be a little difficult, but just like evaluate before you felt lost, like when you felt really good, and see what has happened that might have made you feel this way. It may be hard to kind of detect at first, but something must have like happened to make you cause you to feel like this, and that signifying factor is potentially what's causing you to feel this sense of lost. So if you can find the answer, then you can acknowledge it. And once you acknowledge it, you start unpacking it, and overall that gives you a chance to like not get over it, but like accept it. Once you accept it, then the world should look a little more clearer after that. It's gonna take some while because you really have to ask really hard questions to yourself to figure out what's making you feel lost. But I believe in you, Pokeboy. I think you can do it. Whatever the case, I wish you best of luck on it. Remember the 3 R's. Be respectful to all communities, be responsible, and remember and cherish the good times. You know what, Benjamin? I like that actually. The 3 R's. What is this? Respectful to communities. Respectful, responsible, remember. Respectful, responsible, remember. That's awesome. I like that actually. And you know, it couldn't be any more true. I feel like whenever I go into a community, I want to make sure that I'm just, you know, matching along with other people and ensuring that they feel like, you know, I'm not like, oh, if I'm in the community, if I'm a community member to a place, you know, I just try to vibe along, see who I can hang out with and chat with. I don't try to be hostile or negative or mean. Like, I'm pretty well contained within myself, so I don't feel these sense of like bad manners against other people. But whenever I host things, I want to make sure that I feel like people are being included and involved, but also at the same time too that they remember responsibility, because being responsible and being respectful are 2 very important fundamental things we have to get across before we can all have fun, before we can be ourselves and all this kind of stuff. We don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. We don't want anybody to feel like they don't belong in the server. Now granted, as of late, that's been kind of tested, but there are some people out there that just should not be in the server. Like, if you're going to bring like ideals of like homophobia or, you know, transphobia or misogyny or misandry or all this kind of stuff, things that just cause prejudice, things that exhibit prejudice, it's probably in your best interest you don't join the server. We're not there to exhibit prejudice. We're there to embrace each other for our own unique personalities, for our talents, for our identities, for our own little stories. Some people feel like they have to project their prejudices upon a community just to make themselves feel validated. When in reality, all they're just doing is making an ass of themselves. And yes, there have been a couple members that have done that. Obviously, I will not say their names because I respect their privacy, but at the same time too, it's just not necessary. My community is all about just vibing and relaxing. We don't try to bring the real world into the server. We just try to like talk about goofy stuff, share our music, share our games, you know, talk with random vibey stuff. I even have a spam channel where you just spam whatever you want. Why not? Go nuts. So it's just a way to escape reality. It's just a home. I try to make it a home. I really try my best to make people feel like they can be accepted and they can belong. I just ask for a minimal level of respect. No trolling, obviously. No racist remarks, obviously. No slurs. No not safe for work, because I do have some minors in my server. And I try to make sure I keep things PG-13 just to ensure that they're not being like, you know, they're not being subjected to things like that. Trust me, All that kind of stuff, not safe for work stuff, is everywhere these days. And honestly, it does bad to the young mind. It really, really genuinely does. All this kind of accessible content that you can just access anytime that you want. And like even minors have access to all this kind of stuff. And just them potentially just poisoning themselves to like basically fantasize what pleasure should look like, it really spoils it in the long run when they try to find a partner, or when they try to actually enact in intimate moments with somebody else. It spoils everything. And that's why I don't really agree with how accessible all this stuff is. And I kind of sort of agree with these places being 18 plus. I don't agree, granted, that they ask for ID, but I guess this is a really it's a really tough situation to be put in. Because then now, like, you're trying to abide by the safety of the children, but also potentially now this website has your data. And then obviously doxing is another concern that can happen as well. So it's all a mess. Just no, not safe for work. Please, just do me a favor, I swear. Thank you so much, Benjamin. I'm very happy you like my vibe. And I'm glad you like my ears as well, Lunar. I like them too. I did not mean to stutter. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to stutter when I said I like the ears on your avatar. Oh, Lunar. Listen to me, okay? You don't have to apologize. Like, I frankly think it's kind of cute that you want to be so apologetic, but you make a small little mistake on a chat. Lunar, I'm a stupid anime girl that does a bunch of stuff and makes all sorts of mistakes in terms of my speaking and my tone and my pattern, everything else in between. Why do you think you should be so concerned about one small little spelling mistake you thought you made? That you stuttered? Lunar, please. I accept your apology, but you don't have to apologize. I'm not judging. Nobody is. We're here just to have a good time. We're here to just forget about things. And you shouldn't feel like that you have to be some sort of regimented figure in my chats. Just be yourself. That's all I can honestly ask for. But I appreciate your consideration in the matter, and I do hope, if anything, you're okay. Because I know you're talking about the dog thing, and I'm so sorry. I apologize how bad that was for you. But don't ever feel like you're compelled to apologize or anything in that matter. You're my guest. As long as you're comfortable, that's all I can ever ask for. So, but thank you for your consideration regardless. I can barely properly speak English. That's the only language I know. Yeah, I know. Benjamin, believe it or not, there are a lot of people out there that just don't know how to speak English properly. I'm very serious about that. And I don't mean that as a matter of insult. It's just, I feel like people should take more time to figure out how they can convey something they want to say more concisely with their voice. And I'm one to talk, don't get me wrong. I go on really long and dumb tangents. I use all sorts of filler words, and overall, when I'm trying to basically make one concise point, it goes all over the place. Granted, I try to be a lot better about it, and it's really, a lot of this helps actually. Like, me live streaming helps greatly because it gives me that opportunity to be able to slow myself down, to think about what I'm saying in order to make coherent conversation. Sometimes I can talk really fast, and if I talk really fast, it's really hard for chat to keep up with sometimes. And sometimes it's hard for me to keep up with as well, because then sometimes I have to go in a really fast motion, but also I have to repeat some words. Like, let's say sometimes, for example, I said sometimes at least 4 times in the past speech that I just said. But that becomes exhausting. It takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of effort. But if I have so much stimulation going on, then it will come out that fast. But I will say, English has so many different ways to get to the same results. Do you take a really short path to get from the point you're trying to convey to the point getting conveyed, or do you take a really long winding road to get over there? Is your walk over to the point you're trying to make like a simple nice like a nice little saunter, or are you running, you're pacing because you're trying to make a much faster point, or you're trying to use more concise words to really just try to sell your point with as few words as possible? The English language has so much going for it. When it comes to lexicon, when it comes to syntax, when it comes to word choice, when it comes to grammar, it's a whole different animal. and that's not even including the fact that you can almost kind of like theatrical. You can kind of like you can how would I say this? You can add like you can add theatrics to when you talk. For example, moving your hands, moving your body, blinking your eyes. The point I'm trying to get across is that the English language is very well versed and very, very, very expansive. It can go many different ways. You can use many different tones. You can use more of your body language to help make up for lack of words. Or you could talk a lot and stand stiff to really make up for the other. It's just the nature of speech as a whole. And I think English really has a great way of being utilized in like an actor's tone, if you will. In other words, like you're able to like, act your words out and be dramatic and everything. Oh. So, if you're saying you're bad at English, I'm telling you right now, Benjamin, there are so many people bad at English. I'm even bad at English. English is something you just cannot perfect. It's always changing, always ever evolving, always different definitions, always different clauses and phrases. And overall, so long as you follow the fundamental rules, everything's fair game. I go on really long run-on sentences, and technically speaking, the only incorrect thing in there is the run-on sentence itself. If I broke it off into like, full stop by actually stopping when I speak, then it would actually turn into full coherent sentences. So, speech as a whole, English as a whole, it's as long as you can convey your message and you can convey it properly, that's all you really need, my friend. There really is no need to worry about like if you're bad at it or not. Everybody's bad at it to some degree. The more important part is making sure you find the proper way to connect yourself with the person you're trying to talk to. In other words, try to match their energy, if you will. Because then that will provide you so much more success in opening up, having someone else open up to you, and being able to provide conversation about the whole matter. So, I hope my advice helps you out, if anything. English is hard. Honestly, it is hard. There are a lot of like complex words and a lot of different ways you can weave your words. I mean, like, I feel like I have a pretty good grip on it, but even I still have so much I can learn and know, and different ways how I can talk. Right now, I'm up to the point in terms of English, just figuring out like how concise or how like rambly, if you will, I need to be with my words. If I'm like in a really fast-paced chat, I'll be a lot more concise than I am right now. But since I'm in a slower chat, I'm kind of just chilling, relaxing, and vibing. I was gonna go to the horror world, but maybe this time I probably won't, because right now I'm just relaxing. I'm gonna actually hold on. I'm gonna go lay down for a bit. All right, where was I? English is hard though, I must admit. Like, it's not. It's easy to learn, hard to master. There is just so much that goes on into English, and while it is hard, yes, it is honestly like a really fun lesson, because the more you upgrade your English, the more your general speech just improves in general. Now, of course, you should always try your best practice to avoid speech crutches. For example, don't use like. In my case, my speech crutch is actually just. Oh, it just happens that way. It just so happens that way. I'm just feeling fine. Like, I use just a lot. Pay attention to how I speak. I sometimes use quite a few crutch words. Now, if I'm kind of in lock-in mode and speaking, then that doesn't necessarily happen. I just feel like my flow state is proper enough. If I speak slow enough, I don't have to use crutch words, because my flow state is going nice and properly. It's about like this speed. If I try to put myself at this level with this kind of energy, then I'm just going to stutter a lot, and I'm going to use crutch words, and I'm also going to repeat myself sometimes. But sometimes if I just lower my tone and my pacing and speak like this, then this really gives me the opportunity to actually unpack what I'm trying to say. And remember, everything I say, I think about on the spot. It is legitimately head empty up here. I really don't remember what I say like the past 2 sentences ago. But I do it this way because it allows me to continue to really just refine my words right on the spot. I ensure I try to make a really good narrative of what I'm trying to explain the best I can for you all, just to make sure what I think about, my thought process in my mind and my crazy antics in between, get clarified the best I can. So, English, and like, I went on a really long ramble because I intended to go on a long ramble, but I can make my point pretty concise as well. In other words, I always just try to think about things. And oh, excuse me, in terms of my speaking, I don't remember what I said previously because I'm always focusing heavily on what I'm saying right now. That's it. That's the concise version. I hope that helps you understand. But overall, yes, English can be hard. It's definitely something that you need to put a lot of effort and attention into. You also need to hear a lot of people speak because people have their different tones and the different ways they speak around in this world. And so long as you in my opinion, I would say if you copy someone that speaks really well, then honestly, you should be pretty good in life. Copying someone who speaks well does give you a chance to try it out yourself, and you'd be surprised how much you'll be able to speak out just by trying to talk more in general. Trying to string your words a certain way, trying to use extra fancy words. It becomes like a little game, and it honestly becomes a lot of fun. So I would suggest you all try to imitate someone that you really appreciate, like really appreciate their tone and how they speak, and then just see if you can do it yourself. You may not be able to do it exactly as they do it, but practice makes perfect. And remember, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Hello, Hikari. I appreciate you being here too. Roller, how much do you like fan art? Well, Lunar Moon, I love fan art. I will say this much. I'm forever grateful if people even want to think about giving me fan art, but at the same time too, it's never expected. Ever. I oftentimes can make a lot of my own like fan art, if you will. If I need something commissioned, then I'll get it commissioned. But for the most part, I feel like I could just make my stuff myself. But if someone does want to make like fan art for me, then I get really appreciative of it. So that's my opinion about it. Don't ever feel forced. I've had some people start some things for me, but they haven't really finished it. But you know what? That's fine. I'm not going to force anything. If you can't finish a project you probably work for me, please, anything you do means everything. Because to me, time is everything. If you're taking time to make something for me, I consider that very valuable personally. So I always want to make sure you guys that want to do something for me, remember, it's never expected. Just, I'm glad that you're here. That's all I can really ask for, honestly. Hi, Kabucha. I appreciate you being here, but I think at this point I might be getting off soon. I reached my hour mark. I am pretty tired because yesterday I ran twice. I ran in the midday and then I ran in the afternoon. That took a lot of energy out of me, and it's actually expending upon me today, so I do have to kind of get off pretty soon. I also pretty much did what I wanted to do on my live stream, so I'm pretty satisfied with that as well. Rolla, please do me a favor, take a deep breath, because you sound like you're not breathing. It's very concerning. Oh, okay, yeah, you got it. Honestly, goated. that was a goated chat message. Thank you so much, Lunar Moon. That actually means a lot. Yeah, I wasn't really breathing, was I? I was just kind of like spouting everything out and then just inhaling really quickly. But that's not real breathing. This is real breathing. Thanks. I appreciate that. I have learned so much from you and this other guy, Blind Fox Akayokun. He is a VTuber like you, but he talks about political things and likes to branch out to other communities and his fans' ideas. You know, I will say this, I know who Akayo-kun is. I think they're a very nice person. I'll just be candidly honest about it. I helped them with their first live stream, and they were actually one of my first collabs I ever did ever. And I thought it was really nice, actually. I remember when there was a lot of technical difficulties, don't get me wrong, but I remember near the very end when I stepped off aside and they just started, you know, speaking their heart out to their community. And honestly, I couldn't help but smile. I was very proud of them. And frankly speaking, I will say I haven't spoken to them recently because of some indifferences, if you will, but that doesn't mean I don't wish them the worst. If anything, I wish them the best. I have been kind of keeping an eye on the channel in the backlines. I know they changed their avatar, which is that's nice. I'm happy they have a new avatar. And overall, I'm glad to see that their community within their chat is doing rather well. Overall, I'm happy they're okay. If anything, if you see them, just let them know that I wish them well, and I hope that everything is going well for them too. Oh yeah, also Roller, you could add like a suggestions channel in your Discord. Like just suggestions for what? For us, Tenbei, what suggestions? I'm kind of confused what you mean by that, honestly. But I will say make sure you be very nice to Akayo-kun. They very much deserve it. So be nice to them, please, okay? But I'm very happy that I'm also to give you the opportunity. I also give you some opportunity to learn a thing or two as well. You are like an angel in my eyes, Roller, and I hope you can accept that. I would assume that Tenbei means vid suggestions. You are like an angel in my eyes, Roller, and I hope you can accept that, and I love the hair. Kind of reminds you like space. You're very nice, Lunar Moon. I really appreciate you. That's very nice, actually. I really, really do appreciate that, because I feel like a lot of what I do, a lot of how I try to convey myself, I don't do any of this for me. I really don't. All of this I do for you guys, and I want to make sure you feel seen. I want to make sure you feel heard. I know it may lead to lower count live streams, but I want to make sure you guys feel like you can be comfortable somewhere and where you belong. That's the most important part for me. And I get it, sometimes I don't fully acknowledge chat for a long period of time, but I'm a person that likes to finish my thoughts and my statements on my own live stream. Because as I've mentioned way earlier, just about everywhere else where I talk, I get interrupted pretty often. So this is kind of like my one place where I can kind of let myself refresh, get stuff off my chest, and overall just feel better. Like, I feel refreshed, I feel recharged, and you guys have helped me with that. So like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, truly. I can't be any more thankful. And Lunar Moon, that's the icing on the cake for me. The cherry on top of you all. That you call me an angel. I just want you guys to feel happy. I don't ask for anything else. I don't ask for likes. I don't ask for subscribes. I don't ask for anything. I don't want anything. I just want you guys happy. I just want you guys to belong somewhere. I just want you guys to forget about the terrible world that we live in. To just forget. To be able to just be somewhere where you feel like you belong. Where someone is just trying to make you smile. I don't want anything else. I built myself upon the precipice of helping somebody else. My goal in life is to always say, who can I help today? Whose day can I make better? That's legitimately how I conduct myself in my day-to-day life. And frankly, if I don't conduct myself like that, then I consider my life worthless. And I don't want to be worthless. I know there's a lot I can do, and there's still so much more I can do. So Lunar Moon, thank you. Like, truly, genuinely, wholeheartedly, thank you. It reminds me of my loving community. It reminds me of the people that I've made smile and I made good impressions upon. And I want to continue doing that. I want to continue being my best. And I hope I can continue to stay down to earth from when I was from 0 subscribers to 4.86k subscribers. Some boundaries might be established and some slight things might be changed in terms of my attention and time, but my fundamentals still the same. How can I make the person in front of me right here, right now, feel just a little bit better about their life? I'm not saying I'm going to move mountains. I'm not saying I'm going to change your life overnight. All I'm just trying to do is make your lips curl just slightly. So instead of you having a frown, you just turn that frown upside down. So, thank you again, Lunar Moon. I feel a lot more refreshed, and that message right there just sold the scene. So I think I'm ready to get off, but let me continue reading on chat. Like suggesting an event server where a mod can just ping when they play games. Suggesting an event server where a mod can just ping when they play games. Well, Tenbei, I want to still for now. I kind of just want. I am gonna actually make a feedback form soon, so I might open up an opportunity for feedback form. This is how I might do it, because right now I don't really need suggestions, but I could take suggestions in the matter of feedback letters. So I probably will open up feedback rather soon, and then you all can fill it out on a form, so I can kind of like take in the ideas. I might do that when I enter phase 2 of Random Slandom, which should be happening sooner rather than later. It's definitely going to happen before my big vacation, so stay tuned for that. I'm happy that you're wishing him the best. I started watching him in the beginning of March, and I hope I can be here for the rest of your YouTube journey. Thank you, Benjamin. I do appreciate that a lot. And, you know, thank you for being a viewer. I want you to all to understand something, especially you, Benjamin. The attention, the view, the watch time that you give genuinely means a lot to us YouTubers. Now, now please don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. To me, that's so negligible. That is the least important thing to me. If that was the most important thing to me, I'd be upset that I'm currently live streaming to... Oh, oopsies. That's not good. I would be upset that I'm live streaming to 6 viewers. I would be like if I was the kind of person, I'd be like, I only live stream to like 6 viewers, and it very made me upset. I'm not that person. I sometimes live stream just to find new people, just to find a chance to say, hey, what's up, how you doing, and overall just have a good time with each other. I don't live stream just to try to gain numbers or try to grow my reach. I live stream because I want to see you guys. I want to have genuine conversation. I want you to feel accepted. This is the most direct frontal way for me to reach out to you, the viewer, the people who take the time to come in, to ask questions, to have discussion. I'm here for you. I want you to feel like you belong. And if anything, so long as you feel like you belong, then I'm doing my job. I'm an entertainer. I wouldn't live stream for no reason. I want to make sure I can make you laugh, I can make you smile, I can make you think about life, I can just make you vibe. That's my primary goal as a content creator. I just want to make the world smile. I want to make every person smile. I just want to change lives for the better, one person at a time. And so if anything, if I'm doing that for you, then I'm very, very grateful that you are here, Benjamin. Thank you for stopping by, truly, genuinely, wholeheartedly. You're welcome, Roller. You deserve the best a lot, and mean a lot of love. You make me so happy. I appreciate that a lot, Lunar Moon. Genuinely, wholeheartedly, I really do. Thank you for being a recurring viewer. That does mean a lot to me, too. I'm always thankful when I can see you come back. So, I think I'm going to start getting off live streaming soon. Okay, cool. Yes, 10Bay, stay tuned for it. Oop, I gotta go. See you all. Have a great day. Bye, Tenbei. It was nice to meet you. I hope you have a great day. But anyways, I've caught up, everybody. So at this point, I'm gonna start getting ready to get off. But before I do that, I like to always have my final closing thoughts. So I will say for sure, mwah. Oh wait, mwah. I appreciate you all so greatly. I feel like I got a lot out of a lot of my chest, and now I'm able to like focus on it, clarify it, dwell upon it, and overall just be better about it now. I want to be able to just process these thoughts in my head and get past them, because by the end of the day, a lot of the thoughts that I'm having, they're just so insignificant. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. I can handle myself. I have a way of being able to validate myself day in and day out, because I have a great job, I have a loving brother, I have a loving partner, I have a loving community, I have my content creation, I have my house, I have my comfort, I have my space, I have my time. I have a very good life. I really do. I don't have much going on. And if anything, with the blessings that I have, I want to try to share everything that I can upon you all. Because I want to, if you're having a not so great time, then I want to just make it just a little bit better. But all I ask in exchange, when I end this live stream, I want you all to go out in your day-to-day lives and do one thing for me, just one thing. One person, just a single person, please take the opportunity to show them appreciation. Give them that thank you. Give them that validation. Make them feel seen and heard. Give them a hug if you have to. Just any way to show that you appreciate this person, where you can spread positivity and hope to them. Because remember, everybody, in this world right here, right now, we need more positivity now more than ever. And I can expect you, and I really just wish for you all to go out there and make someone feel better. I don't ask for likes. I don't ask for subscribes. All I ask is for you yourself make an impact upon this world. Make it just a little bit better because you tried. You were considerate. You were caring. You were kind. You were positive. And so long as you do your part, if we all do our part all together, we are actually working towards making a more positive world for you and myself. And I always believe, from this Overwatch quote that I say all the time, Never accept the world as it appears to be. Dare to see it for what it could be. And I see it to be a great and positive place where you and I can live, relax, vibe, have fun, and be ourselves. I thank you all so much for watching me. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, it has been a fantastic time. I thank you all for listening to me. It genuinely means everything. And I hope you all can enjoy yourselves on this lovely Thursday night. Have a good night. Take care. Be safe. Be healthy. And amongst everything else, be you. Good night, everybody.